I am Batman. Average Sniper.
What's up, everybody? Average Sniper here, and welcome to another PUBG video. Got some exciting news for everyone today about the new snow map called Vikendi. Now, I hope I'm saying that right. Vikendi, I'm not sure. Or Vikendi, I don't know. But it's out now, and it's on PC, but it will be coming to consoles, Xbox, and PS4 in January. Although I don't have an exact release date, I'm going to go over a little bit about the new map with you and some other changes that are coming to PUBG that will soon be pushed over to console. For now, sit back, relax, enjoy the gameplay, and listening to the patch notes. As always, if you prefer to read the patch notes directly and see them in more detail, I will put a link in the video's description so that you can head over there and take a look for yourself. Alright, so the first thing I want to mention is that the parachute system is very different now. It is very similar to how it was when the game first came out. When the game first came out, I'm talking about when it first came out on PC. When this game came out on console, and most of my viewers are console PUBG players, so you might not understand exactly how the parachute system worked, because when it came out on console, it was a little different. It used to be harder to parachute and get to where you wanted to go fast. Nowadays, you can just kind of parachute in and point any direction and get there if you jumped out of the plane before someone else. But the new parachute system is a little different, and it kind of makes it a little more advanced. You have to jump out of the plane, you have to angle where you want to go, and then you have to go straight down. And the reason for this is they brought back the parachute pools based on how fast you're going. So if you are not going 234 kilometers per hour as you're dropping down, you're not going to get a good parachute pool. Tons of people are going to pass you and get to the location that you wanted to be at faster than you. And nobody wants that to happen. Sometimes winning a game or just getting started, it's critical that you get down before anyone else and get the first gun. I know when I see someone land before me, I'm always like, oh man, how did they do that? So it's going to take some getting used to once these changes get pushed over to console. Another thing is the new weapon. There's a G36C assault rifle. It takes 5.56. It has a 30-round magazine, which can be extended to 40 if you have an extended mag. It works best with a compensator and a vertical foregrip because it has a serious amount of vertical recoil. I don't end up using the G36 in this gameplay. I stuck with my trusty UMP, which still seems to be the best gun in the game. I don't know what it is about this UMP, but I just can't get enough of it. No matter how many patches come out, it always seems to be the best choice for close and medium range engagements. You can still full auto that thing without too much recoil. It's great. It's great on console, and it's great on PC. And then, of course, other than the G36C assault rifle, we have a new vehicle. What would the snow map be without a snowmobile? So there is a snowmobile that you can ride around on. It doesn't go very fast, but it's not super slow. I would recommend if you drive it that you drive it in the snow only, because it seems to lose a lot of speed when you drive it down an actual road, which makes sense because it is a snowmobile. All right, let's look at some other changes that have been made. So for free falling, you want to make sure that you're aimed straight at the ground. So before your parachute opens, you get that full speed drop like we talked about. And another thing I want to bring up, while you're free falling before your parachute opens, when you adjust your position in the air, it takes effect much faster than it previously did. So if you realize that you're falling straight down and you're not close enough to your target, you can actually adjust that, and it won't take as long to make the adjustment. It happens almost instantaneously. So that's pretty awesome. Other than that, there's a lot of changes that have been made for PC, but I'm not sure how many of them are actually going to be pushed over to console. I'm pretty sure, obviously, the new map and the new gun, the jet ski, and and the parachute system is most likely coming to console in January when they roll out the new map. So I just wanted to make you guys aware of that. But other than that, I'm not sure what changes console will see. I kind of have a feeling, other than bug fixes, those will probably be the only ones. We all know that PUBG, is made for PC. They get the updates first, and they seem to get a lot more detailed updates than console. But that's probably because there's so many more details on the PC version of PUBG that need to be taken care of. So now that we've covered that, if you want to see more about what's in the updates, you can feel free to check out the link in the description. And other than that, I'm going to talk about the new snow map, and I'm going to talk about the gameplay that you're seeing on your screen here. So normally when I play PUBG, I play in third person, but before I switched over from PC to console to play with the rest of my friends, I was a big first-person player. And so now when I go back to PC, I like to run it in first person. That seems to be my favorite mode to go. I am not one of those people that gets involved in arguments about which is better, third person or first person. I just enjoy the game, and if my friends want to play third person or first person, it doesn't really matter to me. But when I'm playing solos lately, I've been going for first person when I play on PC. But on console, I like to keep it in third person because it just seems smoother. There's something about first person on console that just seems a little clunky to me. So that's why you're seeing first person gameplay here, because I am playing on PC. Much more tactical and strategic in first person, since people cannot corner camp you. If you see that, or if they see you, you might not see them, but you have the ability to see them, and that just makes it a little more realistic. So now the snow map, Vikendi. I have been having so much fun playing this. I played it in the beta, but in the beta, I mean in the test server, that's what I mean. In the test server, you could only play one-man squads, I think until yesterday. And then it was so hard to find a match that it was just impossible. But now that it's in full release, I was actually able to play a game of solos and get a chicken dinner. And I think the snow map is just what PUBG needs, especially with Call of Duty Blackout taking some players from PUBG, and some other games right around the corner. We have the Battlefield 5 Firestorm coming out soon. There's definitely going to need there's going to need to be something there to keep people interested in PUBG, and I think this snow map kind of does the trick. You have footsteps that you can follow, which I don't do too much. You have to be very close to see the footsteps, but it's such a cool feature. And the map is actually, the way it's laid out is very strategic. I was very disappointed with Sanhok when the jungle map first came out. At first I liked it because there was so much action in it, but then I realized that they kind of sacrificed tactics and strategy for the action. Just put a whole bunch of trees, rocks, and the same recycled building everywhere, which makes for just boring gameplay. You either run around and get killed by the guy behind the rock, or get lucky enough to survive, or you try to play tactically by camping in one of the buildings that has 6 different windows. And no second floor in like any of them. And there's hardly any open space either. It's mostly kind of like a half woods with trees just randomly placed around. But I really like the snow map because there's a good variety of buildings, of terrain, of different places you can use for cover, different places you can surprise people, and huge open spaces, just like the original map, Erangel. I think the Erangel, the original map, is probably the best, and then coming in second is Miramar. Actually, I would say coming in second now is probably this map. I think I like this map better than Miramar. Miramar is just too open. It's hard to move around without a vehicle and without a sniper rifle. But this map, you can kind of survive. It's with whatever you have. It's just great. Obviously it's good to have a sniper rifle because there's some long distance engagements going on due to the open space, but there's plenty of places you can move to that are not so open. There's woods, water, buildings, multiple levels to the buildings. It's great. I'm really enjoying the snow map so far, and you guys will see what I mean. All my console fans will see what I mean when this actually comes out to Xbox One and PS4. I can't wait for that. That's going to be so cool. But for now, I'm playing it on PC and having a great time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll talk a little bit about what's actually happening in the game in the last couple minutes we have together. It is now a 1v1. It was that guy I just killed was the third guy, and now there's only one guy left. So my strategy here was try to get the high ground. And I found this little hill, this little snowy hill. that basically has good cover. I can duck down and pop up anywhere else that I need to, and I should be able to hear anybody trying to sneak up on me since it's kind of an open area. The best place you can have for endgame is an open area with plenty of cover and high ground. So at this point, I felt like I already won, but I had to be careful. I heard the guy. I decided to be aggressive and not let him sneak up on me, so I just pushed over to where he was. I got the first couple hits on him, forced him to back off, but he couldn't back off too far because that blue zone was coming in. Got a couple more hits on him as he ran through the blue zone, and at this point, I knew I had won the game because he's hurt so bad. I'm not going to give him time to heal. I'm just going to go finish him off. So we get the kill. The first chicken dinner on the first day that the map is full release. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe if you did. And I will see you on the next video or the next live stream. Later, everybody.